Welcome to another VeChain update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. And speaking of the daily Discord updates, I just posted like a million of them today because, all altcoins and even Ethereum dropped a lot and today, and I will explain why this has happened, and actually I will explain why I believe that this is actually still good as long as we actually hold the 0.786 support level, at least on the VeChain chart. So yeah, right now we seem to be in a diagonal on the VeChain chart. The fourth wave got below the first wave high right here, which is not great, but we at least did not invalidate the structure. And I'm still watching for higher prices, like I said, as long as we hold above the 0.786 support level, which is at about 0.025 cents. And as you can see, we are already seeing a bounce of the 0.786 support level, but keep in mind, we are currently below the bull market support band, and this is not really great. Now, what are we doing right now? Well, this to me looks like an ABC structure. Let me actually update this. So this right here is the C wave, this is the A wave, and this is the B wave, and actually this looks more like a WXY structure, but I'm just going to leave it like this because it's the exact same thing. Now, of course, getting to the 0.786 support level is not great, but at least we did not invalidate the whole structure. There are some altcoins that just invalidated their whole structure, and for example, ICP, it just got another low in the second wave right here, which is still not bearish, so I think coins like VeChain will still do fine as long as they actually hold their support levels, and so far it has been doing that, but like I said, we are currently in a diagonal because the fourth wave got below the, first wave high right here, so yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens next. Now, keep in mind, if you look at the daily RSI, it's not oversold, which is, kind of weird because the price dropped quite a lot. I mean, some other altcoins, for example, Cardano, they are oversold on the daily chart, but VeChain is not. So yeah, this means that it could theoretically go lower. I don't really want to see that, but it could theoretically happen. Now, of course, maybe it's not gonna happen. Keep in mind, if it goes lower and if we get to the oversold territory on the daily chart, that's actually going to be bullish because the last time we got to the oversold territory on the daily chart was down here and the second wave moved down, and that's when the price was at about 0.018 cents. So if we get to the oversold territory again and we get to like 0.23 cents or so, that would still be bullish, but yeah, we don't really want to see that right now. If you look at the 4-hour RSI, it's extremely oversold. It has not been this oversold since the second wave low, so I think we should at least see some kind of short-term bounce at least. Now, if you look at the bull market support band, we are about to have a cross on the bull market support band. Of course, it might still take a couple of days, maybe even weeks, and like I said, a cross on the bull market support band is not going to be bullish because the red line will go above the green line, and usually when this happens, we just go sideways or even down for like months, and yeah, right now we cannot really afford to do that again. We just did it a couple of months ago down here. As you can see, we had a cross on the bull market support band, the red line went above the green line, and the price did absolutely nothing for about 6 months, so we definitely do not want to see a cross, and we definitely want to see VeChain actually get a huge plump to the upside, because if it doesn't, we will have a cross, and that's not going to be great. Now, why did this move happen? Well, this move happened because of Ethereum. As you can see, Ethereum dropped quite a lot, and I'm not really sure of the reason why this happened. Maybe it's because we are still in QT and we are not in QE, at least not yet. And if you don't know what that means, like always, check out google.com because it's easier to understand it that way. And basically what it means is that if we are not in QE, Bitcoin dominance can continue going to the upside and Ethereum can continue dropping. And yeah, right now we are still not in QE, which means that, yeah, this move actually makes sense. However, keep in mind, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, this is the first time that Bitcoin dominance put a new cycle high in February of a post-halving year. This has never happened before, so this is actually very, very interesting, and like I said, it hasn't happened in any other cycles so far, so this is new, and this is why everybody was caught off guard. But yeah, we still had a cross on the bull market support band, and I still believe in this theory. I still believe that it will start dropping very, very soon because the red line of the bull market support band is still above the green line. Now, this to me, I mean, this is very interesting because we almost got the 0.786 resistance level of the previous all-time high rather than the 0.618, but as you can see, we actually got rejected right here at about 64%, and right now Bitcoin dominance is down like 61%. So maybe the top is already in. Honestly, what we did right here, this move right here, looks similar to what we did in the previous cycle, although in the previous cycle we did it like a month earlier. And what am I talking about? Well, here we actually went up. We thought that this was the local high. We thought that the, altcoin season will start here. We actually dropped below the bull market support band, and yeah, this is when Bitcoin dropped like what, about, let's see, about 7%, and then after that, when everybody thought that the altcoin season would start, that's when we hit a new cycle high all of a sudden, and then we started the altcoin season, and this scared off a lot of people. And what do you know, in this cycle we seem to be doing the exact same thing again, although, in a, let's say it's a bit different this time. So yeah, we dropped below the bull market support band this time, and then we hit a new cycle high, and this high actually happened a month later than it did in the previous cycle. In the previous cycle, like I told you, this high actually topped, at the beginning of January, I think actually on January 1st, yeah, something like that. So yeah, that's why nobody was expecting this, because we thought that the top was already in, at least based on what happened in the previous couple of cycles, but apparently it was not. But I mean, the top should be in right now. If we keep going higher, it's not going to be good for the altcoin market. So we definitely need to see a huge break to the downside on the Bitcoin dominance chart. And it would make sense if it did happen because, like I said, we had a cross on the bull market support band. And I still want to believe in this theory, so I still believe that it will start going down extremely soon. And this is not too bearish because not many altcoins invalidated their structures, so we should be good. And the next target for VeChain is at about 23 cents. That's the third wave target, so yeah, and that's the third wave of this 1-2 setup here. The 1-2 setup respected support levels. The second wave move actually reacted to the 0.618 support level 3 times, and then after that, yeah, we just bounced. And I mean, right now we are in another pretty much, we are trying to form some kind of 5-wave move to the upside. Like I said, until we form these 5 waves to the upside, I cannot confirm that the low is in. So if we do not get a 5th wave to the upside anytime soon, we could actually get another low in the second wave right here. And like I said, that would not be the end of the world, but that would put us below the 0.618 support level, the main support level, which I don't even have on the chart anymore, but I could put it on the chart if the price goes lower. And yeah, we don't really want to see that right now because it would not be the best looking structure. Of course, you could count it as some kind of ABC structure, but it would be too much in my opinion. So what we need to hope for right now is that VeChain actually respects the support zone right here and that it actually gets above the bull market support band, because if it doesn't, we could actually get another low in the second wave and get, go below actually 1.8 cents because we don't have 5 waves up and because we are in a diagonal. So what we need to hope for right now is that VeChain gets another high that goes above the third wave high. And honestly, my main target for a 5th wave right now would be at about 10 cents, maybe 9 cents. So we should see that very, very soon. If we do not, we are most likely going to get another second wave move to the downside. And I know that sounds insane, but keep in mind, I said the exact same thing about ICP. ICP did not manage to hold support levels. It actually formed a diagonal, and I did tell you a couple of days ago, well actually I told you yesterday, that ICP is no longer looking good because it invalidated some of the structures that I have in the chart. And look at what I said, ICP is looking very bad. I warned you about this weeks ago. It broke below some levels that it should not have broken below, and now it's going downhill. Structure is still not invalidated, but yeah, it's not looking the best. I would much rather see another low in the main second wave before we continue. That would put us below $5.70. When I posted this, ICP was at about $7.82. And what do you know, not even one day later, ICP dropped below $5.70. It actually dropped to about $5.60. And we got another low in the second wave move down, exactly as predicted. So yeah, because ICP did not have 5 waves up, the chances of us getting another low in the second wave right here were actually very big, and we did do it. So the same thing could happen with VeChain. Maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe we will actually form a fifth wave. But like I said, we should form it very, very soon, because if we don't, we might actually get another low in the second wave right here. And I don't really want to see that. So we'll see what happens here. I'm still bullish. Also, I believe I just said Chainlink. You know, this is funny. I actually keep calling VeChain Chainlink, and I keep calling Chainlink VeChain, and people always call me out in the comments for that. So yeah, that's funny. But I think you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, VeChain is still looking very good. And like I said, the target for the third wave of this 1-2 setup is at the 200% extension of the 1-2 setup, and that's at 23 cents. And as long as we hold support levels, things should still be fine, no matter what happens in the next couple of days. And yeah, we should still wait for QT to end, because yeah, I mean, that's what usually triggers the altcoin season. That triggered the altcoin season in 2021, and it triggered the altcoin season in 2017. So I guess we have to wait for that, and we'll see what happens in the next couple of days, maybe even couple of weeks. I will make sure to keep updating you on what's happening. And yeah, check out the memberships, because the memberships are actually very important. I always post updates on Discord when stuff like this happens. And yeah, if you actually want to know what's going on hours before we post the videos, then yeah, check out the memberships. The minimum, membership is like $5, which is not a lot if you are into crypto. And yeah, check out the memberships again, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.